All right, so the next step is going to be to sew the two curved edges. So you want to have a 1/4 of an inch seam on each edge. I'll explain what that means in a second, but I did finish one already so I could show you what you're going to do. I just did it ahead of time. So you're going to be sewing just this one curve here to there. So I'm going to walk you through the other side so you can see, but you will be doing it on both sides. So when I line it up in my machine, what I want to do is I want to line it up so that my presser foot is on the edge of the fabric. So, hoping you can see. Okay. So I'm going to put my presser foot edge, so the right side of my presser foot, I'm going to put on the edge of the fabric. You don't want to start too close to the edge here, so come in just a little bit and then clamp down where you think is a good spot. You always want to put your needle down before you begin, so my needle is going to go all the way down into the material. When you have your presser foot on the edge, that means that your seam is a 1/4 of an inch, which means the stitch line. So if you see where the needle is, I'll turn my light off so I can touch it. The needle's right here. That's exactly a 1/4 of an inch in. If I watch the edge of the presser foot the whole time with the edge of the fabric and I keep that consistent, my stitch line will be exactly the same amount all the way down. If you stop watching that and you're watching the needle, what's going to happen is you're going to have a stitch line that goes like a little in and a little out. It's not perfect all the way down. So I'll go through how to do that right now. So, like we learned, you have to back stitch at the beginning and the end. So we're going to go 3 or 4 forward. Okay. I click and hold my reverse button on my machine. Click and hold it in, and it goes 3 or 4 backward. Okay. I let go of my reverse, and now I start to go forward. Now remember, my eyes should be on the edge of the presser foot and the edge of the fabric. Try to keep that on as much as you can. Let's say I go a little off, right? So I'll do it on purpose. I go a little off track. All I have to do is start to veer back on track. Try to get it back so that my presser foot is back on the edge again. No big deal. Okay? I'm adjusting. Okay, and I don't want to go too close to the edge to stop. When I think I'm done, I'm going to click my reverse to back stitch, remember? So you click and hold the reverse button in, you go 3 or 4 backward, you let go of the reverse button, and you always have to end with 3 or 4 forward. Okay, now I lift up my needle all the way, I lift up my presser foot, I turn my light off, I pull just gently, maybe rock it back and forth a little bit to get it to release, and cut off my threads. So now I have 2 sides done. I have this side, and I can cut off these extra threads here, but I have this side done, and I have the other side. So you guys are going to have to do that second side, and then you're done with this step. If you notice my pins are still in it, I can take them out now, but the pins, if they were in the way when I was sewing, I could have just removed them. I put them in a spot that I knew I wouldn't run into them, and that is that step.